If you're driving through the hills near Ashburn, never take exit 23 at night. The road leads to a town that isn't on any map, and it doesn't want you to leave. I used to think maps meant safety. A defined road, clear coordinates, GPS at my fingertips. How could you ever truly be lost? But on October 19th, 2019, I learned something that rewrote everything I thought I understood about the world. There are places that don't want to be found. And worse, some places find you. I was on a road trip, solo, trying to clear my head after a breakup and a burnout at work. I'd left Portland early that morning, hoping to reach Boise before nightfall. The sun dipped lower, and my gas meter dipped with it. That's when I saw the old green sign, Exit 23, Ashburn, services 2 miles. But here's the strange part. I was watching my GPS. There was no Exit 23, no Ashburn. The road ahead should have been empty. Still, the exit blinked into view, physical, solid. Maybe just a weird old town, one of those forgotten communities off the grid. So I turned off. The road was narrow, trees thickened. Mist began to crawl low across the pavement, curling up like fingers. The air grew heavier, the way it does before a storm. But the sky was clear, eerily clear. Then I saw the sign, Welcome to Ashburn, a quiet place to belong. Something about the wording itched in my brain. Ashburn was quaint, too quaint. Cobblestone sidewalks, gas lamps that flickered instead of buzzing. People walking around in old-fashioned clothing, floral dresses, suspenders, hats. It looked like a preserved 1950s postcard. I pulled into a diner near the center. The lights were on, the sign blinking softly, open. Inside, a woman behind the counter smiled. "Coffee? You look like you've been on the road a while." I nodded. She poured me a cup before I even ordered. No menu, no prices. "I'm just passing through," I said. "Weird, I don't see Ashburn on any map." Her smile stayed frozen. "We like to keep to ourselves." I sipped the coffee. It was bitter, earthy, tasted strange, metallic. But I was too tired to care. A tall man in flannel entered the diner and sat beside me. "You'll want to get a room before nightfall." "What happens at night?" I asked. He looked at me with something between pity and warning. "The forest gets hungry." I should have left, but my phone had lost all signal. My car wouldn't start. So I checked into the only place available, a bed and breakfast run by an older couple named the Morrows. Everything smelled of cedar and old flowers. They gave me a room on the second floor with a window facing the woods. "You hear noises," Mrs. Morrow said. "Ignore them." At exactly 2:13 a.m., I woke up. Not from a dream. There was a sound. Something scraping against the glass. I sat up in bed, heart racing. Then I saw it. A face, pressed against the second-story window. Pale, too long, too wide. Its mouth was open, but no sound came out, just rows of tiny, pointed teeth. Then it was gone. I ran to the window and looked out. Nothing. No ladder, no branch tall enough to reach. Just forest and movement. The trees shifted, like they breathed. The next morning, no one would acknowledge what I saw. "You slept deeply," Mr. Morrow said, avoiding my eyes. I walked through the town square and noticed everyone preparing decorations, paper lanterns, woven wreaths. Someone was dragging a large metal cage into the center of the plaza. "What's that for?" I asked a boy nearby. He stared at me with wide eyes. "You're new. You're this year's offering." I thought he was joking. I laughed. He didn't. I left immediately, headed to my car. Still dead. I tried calling AAA. No signal. I even asked a couple walking their dog for help. They smiled like wax figures. "No one leaves during the harvest," the woman said. And then I heard it again, rustling in the forest. Closer this time. Heavy, wet, hungry. That night, the festival began. Fires burned, music played from broken speakers. The whole town had gathered. I was dragged to the center of the square. They placed me in the cage. I screamed, I begged. No one listened. Then the church bell rang. Boom, boom. The music stopped, and the forest opened. Literally, trees parted like curtains, and out came the thing. It wasn't human or animal. Its body twisted like tree roots, legs bending backward. Its eyes glowed deep orange like fire inside wood. The crowd bowed, chanted in low tones. "From ash to flesh, the pact is kept. Feed the forest, and it shall feed us." It leaned toward my cage, smelled me. Then it did something strange. It didn't eat me. It spoke. "You are not from here. You do not belong. Go." Everything turned black. I woke up in my car, on the highway. The real highway. Exit 23? Gone. No record of it ever existing. My phone buzzed. Dozens of missed calls, texts from friends asking where I had been for 2 days. I tried reporting it. No one believed me. But I still have the coffee mug from the diner. Ashfern, a quiet place to belong. And sometimes, in the middle of the night, I hear scraping at my window.
Some roads don't lead anywhere. Some roads take you someplace you were never meant to see. And if you survive, it changes you. If you enjoyed this story and want more creepy journeys into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves the eerie side of reality.